editing tips, internet cringes, and top fives.
All that today and more on Nerd Hard.
Welcome to Nerd Hard, the show that takes you around the nerdiverse and back.
From Star Wars and Star Trek to Marvel and DC.
If you can geek out about it, we'll talk about it.
Episode 3, we can show you the nerd-iverse.
That's not how we rehearsed it.
Sorry, bro.
Okay, well, today we've got a couple of new segments that we're going to give a try to. We've got What the Fuck Were They Thinking? We're going to take a look at a couple of internet fails, and we'll all have a really good laugh at it, I think.
Good pictures. And we'll also get a rant from the crazy artist, getting that content a little better for YouTubers.
We're going to have a new top 5 format where the 3 team members are going to give their own top 5 lists instead of sharing one amongst the 3. So yeah, let's get into it, and let's head to What the Fuck Were They Thinking? We still need to work on this.
Green? Just trying for purple.
You should probably try for a scene transition. Let's get to those internet fails. First up, this GIF. 2 girls lighting a fart on fire. Oh, more girls. Oh, they're kicking her in order to put it out. Oh, nope, rolling her onto the bed. I suppose that might be the best way to put it out. Well, the only question I have is, why? Why would you... I can understand why you would light a fart on fire. I can understand why you would do such a thing with friends. What I can't understand is why you would take a video of it and put it online after it went terribly wrong. Like, if it went well and you had this fart gush fire thing, woo, that'd be fucking hilarious. But instead, they lit her ass on fire and then put it on the internet. I would be the first person to be like, you crushed that camera. You smacked it. It's gone.
True. I'm going to have to say no comment.
All right, let's move on to the next one. This is a Facebook post with 2 likes and 4 comments. Oh my God, I just read that China is 12 hours ahead of America. Why didn't they warn them about 9/11? That's such bullshit. Fuck you, China. Like 3 billion people died. XXXXXX. So, my question about this one is, why did he feel the need to add the X's at the end? Like, what? I mean, I can understand that this guy is probably not the smartest, basket of hammers, but
I think we have, and plus, I think we have like 7 billion, maybe a little bit more.
9/11 killed almost half the population of the planet. But no, so there's so much wrong with this single post.
Wow. Where did all our friends go?
But the entire story here, the reason we chose this is not the fact that this guy posted it. 2 people out there like this.
Which means there's 2 people out there
dumber than this guy. All right, let's move on. Our third picture here. When your boyfriend doesn't know how to use a gun, but still decides to pick one up and take the safety off and then end up accidentally shooting it and then go straight through the wall into kitchen and hits the fridge. There's a
that sounds
serious lack of punctuation there.
So some of these comments are pretty interesting because apparently all of their friends should be sterilized from the gun.
There's some concerned citizenry in the comments here. Someone who must know the guy who shot the fridge. That's Scotty for you. Holy shit. Need to lock them up and keep them out of children's hands. An actual intelligent human being.
Maybe.
Oh my fucking God. That's dangerous. Another rational person. You could both die in a second. What the fuck is he thinking?
Apparently I shouldn't touch guns either.
I know. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Scott's just being Scott. You know how he is. So Scott is a psychopath.
Should be behind bars, probably locked away, or put out of our misery.
I'm not sure about the minimum penalties on frigicide. But, definitely in Scotty's future. So, yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, so this next one, now, I know that it is a picture of in a risque format here with the comment, yep, still in love, which means I'm not exactly sure if it's the guy who's taking the picture saying he's in love, or if it's based on the picture above on the comment, or on the post here, it looks like this is the girl who is having the picture of her backside taken. The entirety of the reason that we bring up this post here is that in the comments, buried down here, there is a legendary wordsmith who has decided to give us some poetry with the comment, "Spray my load all over that." But that's all the fails we have for today. Let's move on to the Crazy Artist's rant.
Yeah, we can. That would be awesome. So, I'll show you the Crazy Artist.
What are those for?
I wonder where they came from.
What's up, Nerdiverse? I'm the Crazy Artist, and this is Film Rant. Today we're continuing our tips to improve YouTubers' content with some editing advice. Let's get into this. Now, some of you may be thinking,
hey, I'm a YouTuber. Not a filmmaker. Why do I need to pay attention to editing?
Because, like I've been saying all along, if you want to get noticed on YouTube, you have to have better production quality, and editing is a huge part of that. Now, I did some research, and it turns out that there are 3 key mistakes that YouTubers keep making when it comes to editing. And they are... So what do I mean by not cutting when you should? Well, sometimes when you're talking, you tend to pause. You know, and think about the next thing. That you're gonna say. Those long pauses need to be cut out, because let's face it, they only make for awkward moments, which if you're going for a spoof or a parody or a joke, great fucking job. But for the most part, they just make your audience uncomfortable. Kind of like when your parents get HBO for the first time and you and your mom and your dad all sit down to watch a movie and you didn't realize that there's a really explicit sex scene in it. Am I alone on that one? Now, the second issue is the exact opposite of the first one. It's when you cut in way too soon or at the wrong fucking time altogether. For example, Marvel's gonna do a whole bunch of new shit with going because they got rid of the what's that basically saying, hey, make whatever you want to. It's gonna be... Yeah, no, totally. All of those edits were made at the absolute worst possible times. And to compound the issue, there was nothing done to cover up the cuts. Which brings me to the third thing that YouTubers do all too often, the dreaded jump cut. This is by far the most offensive thing that a YouTuber can do, at least in my opinion. It's just lazy editing. And the sad thing is, it runs rampant among YouTubers, and not just the new or inexperienced. The other day I watched a video by a couple of YouTube veterans. There were like 13 jump cuts in 20 seconds. Felt like I was back in film school, stuck in my history of film class, and I couldn't find my way out of the fucking French New Wave. Now, if you want to know what a jump cut is, in case it's not obvious, it's this. Now, that's not to say that a jump cut can't be used judiciously to add a little flavor to a video or for a good laugh. I mean, we've been using it for Joe's Genie thing the whole fucking episode. But there comes a point where it's just too much. And with a little bit of creative editing, you could avoid it altogether. I mean, you could do something as simple as drop a photo or a title card in, like this. Or you can just do that swipe thingy that we always do. Or you can use a cutaway, like this.
Hey, Steve.
Hit the lights.
I'm on my fucking break. Nodwick.
Damn it.
Punchy? God damn it, Punchy!
Not what he meant, dude.
See, we cut to Steve, then back to Drew and Joe, then to Punchy, and then the Bulbin. You get the point. It's a little bit of extra effort on your part, but in the end, it's worth it. Because it takes you from looking like an amateur who doesn't care what they put up on YouTube to a professional who actually gives a shit. So do yourself a big old favor and learn to edit. And for the love of everything I hold dear, no more fucking jump cuts! Rant over!
So let's move on to our top fives. Quick 5 from each of us. Here's my top 5. Top 5 video games that should be movies, and the directors who should do them. All right, number 5 on my list, Arcanum by Chris Weitz, the director of Golden Compass, because I think that he would be able to pull the right amount of steampunk that would be needed in order to handle that game. Number 4, Comic Zone by Kevin Smith, director of Dogma and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, because I think that he'd have as much fun as you would need to make that a game,
Totally,
a really good
dude.
movie. Yeah, exactly. Because it's an amazing 90s game. Number 3, I've got The Legend of Zelda by Peter Jackson, responsible for The Lord of the Rings, because you would need that kind of budget to pull off The Legend of Zelda. Otherwise, you just would be doing a disservice and everyone would hate you.
This is true, Link.
Phantasy Star 3 hits my number 2 with Paul Verhoeven of Starship Troopers, because that was a pretty serious game. It was really, really just focused around its storyline, and I think that you would need someone who could be as serious as the guy who did Starship Troopers to be able to handle that. And my number 1 is Shining Force by Matthew Vaughn, the director of Stardust, because Shining Force is once again another one of those games that was all about the story. The gameplay was mediocre, but the story was amazing. Let's go to CA for his list.
So before I get into my top 5, I gotta do a shout out to my younger brother. Hey Brad, happy fucking birthday, man. So my top 5 are top 5 horror movies that haven't been remade, but really need to be remade. Number 5, Galaxy of Terror. Number 4, Critters. Number 3, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Number 2, Chud. And number 1, Rawhead Rex. And Drew, if you're wondering who should direct them, me.
All right, thanks, CA. All right, you're up.
It's a pretty interesting list. Mm-hmm. All right. I get to go last this time because my list is the best. Oh, and my top 5 picks are movies that should have a puppet in it. Starting at number 5 is anything with Jay and Silent Bob in it. Okay, coming in at number 4, 50 Shades of Grey. You pick the actor, you pick the scenario.
This is the second time I would have been forced to watch Puppet Rape.
Coming in at number 3, Clockwork Orange. Oh, and I think we all know where we could go with that one.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 2, Pirates of the Caribbean. And you would think that Jack Sparrow would be replaced with a puppet. But no, he's the only one that's not a puppet. Everybody else is.
Until he gets the coin.
Until he gets the
and
coin.
he gets cursed too and becomes a puppet.
No, that's different. And my number 1, because every film student, I believe it would be, right?
Yeah.
Says this is their favorite.
All the lottie-daws.
Yeah, all the lottie-daws. This is for you, Citizen Kane.
Because we're making a movie enjoyable for everybody else.
Yes.
Well, that's our show for today. If you have any feedback for us or you'd like to give us any suggestions for future episodes, make sure to hit us up in the comment section.
And if you really like us here. Like us here. Like us here. Like us here. And like us here.
God fucking damn it, guys! What did I just get done saying?
In order to keep up with everything Nerd Hard, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Rub the lamp, let us out, and share us with your friends.
If you want to keep up with us on social media, make sure to hit the links below in the description.
And as always, thank you for watching Nerd Hard.
I'm Drew.
I'm Joe.
Throw a rock and it'll go away.
Don't worry, bro. I got this.
Oh man, I just got that cup. Well, I guess it is a Poro.
Sorry. I got this.
Steve,
What the fuck?
what did I tell you about being on stage?
I was on my fucking break! No, he's naked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. How about you?
End the show. End it now.